अवतार अवधूत जगद्गुरु श्री दत्त गणपति सच्चिदानंद दत्तप्पाजी, श्री रामकृष्ण परमहंस महाराज, शारदा माताये, रमण महर्षि, महाअवतार बाबाजी महाराज, लाहिरी महाशय, युक्तेश्वर गिरी, योगानंद, गौरंग निताई, चैतन्य महाप्रभु, त्रैलिंग महाराज, भेट नारायण, सदाशिव ब्रह्मेंद्र महाराज, नीम करोली बाबा महाराज, गौरंग निताई, चैतन्य महाप्रभु, आदिगुरु शंकराचार्य, चंद्रशेखर सरस्वती महाराज, नागजट जयलक्ष्मी माता, जिलेलमुड़ी माता, आनंदमाई, अनघा समेत गुरुदत्त महाराज, तारा माता की जय हो जय हो। श्रीपादराजं शरणं प्रपद्ये, श्रीपादराजं शरणं प्रपद्ये, श्रीपादराजं शरणं प्रपद्ये, श्रीपादराजं शरणं प्रपद्ये। Dear all divine associates and disciples of Samasta Guru Mandali, today also Jayanama Guna Sankeerthana is very much blessed to continue our Satsanga as a part of Bhakti Kriya Yoga by relearning the autobiography of a yogi. So, Jayanama Guna Sankirtana is very much blessed to continue Satsanga from chapter 5, from Autobiography of a Yogi. The fifth chapter, a Perfume Saint displays his wonders. In other words, the Perfume Saint to be called as Gandha Baba. Gandha Baba. In Sanskrit or in Hindi, Yogda Maharaja said, Gandha Baba. Gandha means the sandalwood paste. So, Yogda Maharaja is telling a perfume saint displays his wonders. So we have been blessed till to what extent in chapter 5. So to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So we also relearned that for everything there is a purpose. And when Sishya is ready, disciple is ready, Guru will appear. I did not have the wisdom of Solomon to comfort me. I gazed searchingly about me on any excursion from home. So he was also, Yogda Maharaj also is telling that I do not have such a kind of wisdom. I was very much focused only to find out my Guru. So ceaselessly, in other words, on continuous spirit, Yogda Maharaja was traveling to find his Guru, Paramapuja Sri Yukteswar Giri Maharaja. And we also relearned about the greatness of the King Solomon, because we also have relearned that he is a brave king of Israel of 10th century BC, and he was known for his wisdom, sacrifice, and justice. Even today, many stories or many people would take classic example of King Solomon. However, then but my path did not cross his until after the completion of my high school studies. So almost there is a gap of 2 years. Yogda Maharaja is in search of his guru, our guru, Paramapuja Yukteswar Giri Maharaja. See, now this is what Yogda Maharaja is telling, O Jayana Muguna Sankirtan, relearn. When you are ready, God will appear before you. So, as a process, we need to keep continuously practice satsanga and purify ourselves as we need to progress spiritually. So, now the satsanga continues like this. 2 years elapsed between my flight with Amar toward the Himalayas and the great day of Sri Yukteswar Giri Maharaja's arrival into my life. Yogda Maharaja is blessing us to relearn that almost it took 2 years to find out His Holiness Paramapuja Sri Yukteswar Giri Maharaja. There are no words. He spent 2 years in finding the Guru, and he also been experimenting to travel in search of his guru to Himalayas and other places and so on and so forth. So, of course, Yogda Maharaj also is mentioning very, 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 very blessing statement that the great day of Sri Yukteswar Giri Maharaja's arrival. So, almost it took 2 years to see in the physical form Sri Yukteswar Giri Maharaja. During that interim, I met a number of sages. So that we call it as interim period. Interim period is, we all know that it is a learning period. So in that period, or in search of God, in search of Guru, our Yogananda Maharaja met so many sages, including the Perfume Saint, which we are talking. Oh, no, we are not talking. We are doing Satsanga with the holy blessings of Paramapuja Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja and Paramahamsa Jagadguru Yogda Maharaja and Jagadguru Shri Rama Krishna Paramahamsa Maharaja and Datta Paji. Samasta Guru Mandali blessing us. So, Perfume Saint, Gandha Baba, and the Tiger Swami who fought with the tigers, and Nagendra Nath Bhaduri, Master Mahashaya, and the famous Bengali scientist Jagadish Chandra Bose. So Yogda Maharaja is telling us that he met in this interim period or due course many sages, including these. Some would have been not mentioned. We don't know because God's. We shouldn't say that one can understand easily the God's play. That has to be understood, relearned. God is he can do anything. So Yogda Maharaj would have met many other saints, but which includes these five famous personalities. My encounter with the Perfume Saint had two preambles, one harmonious and the other humorous. Oh, quite interesting. So Yogda Maharaja is telling her he he was traveling in search of Guru, Paramapuja Sri Yukteswar Giri Maharaja. However, in a process of satsanga, in a process of finding out his guru, our guru, he met so many sages, including these five or six sages which have been mentioned. In doing this or in experimenting, rather when he is in search of guru, he encountered first instances with Perfume Saint. However, this encounter has given our Yogda Maharaja a great experience, two-folded experience. One is harmonious, very harmonious. Yogda Maharaja would have felt very pleasant when he met Perfume Saint. The second one is very humorous. Now let us understand what was that humor which has been encountered by Paramahamsa Yogda Maharaja. God is simple, everything else is complex. Do not seek absolute values in the relative world of nature. Immediately, there was a statement. These philosophical finalities gently entered my ear as I stood silently before a temple image of Mata Kali. So Yogda Maharaj is telling that while he met Gandha Baba, Perfume Saint, but before that, he was at Mata Kali temple in Calcutta. So he was doing meditation. He was talking to Mate, Kali Mate, experiencing the divine bliss. And simply, when he was standing before Mata Kali and doing meditative practices or talking to Mate, Mata Kali, suddenly some words have been heard by Yogda Maharaja. What were those very, very important words? God is simple, everything else is complex. What a great statement. Please, everyone, make a note. Please write, God is simple, everything is complex. Now, look at that. God is very simple, but man makes it very complex. He's living. You can find God very simply with humble nature, with humility, with love. Most importantly, only through love, compassion, and beyond compassion, one can achieve God. Simple, but it is very, we make it very complex. We means Shivana, not you. So it is, they make God is simple, everything else is complex. Do not seek absolute values in the relative world of nature. So this was told by one saint who was standing outside the temple. This was heard by our Paramahansa Yogda Maharaja. Now, what does it mean? God is simple, everything else is complex, isn't it? Now, it is a uh, almost we can say, or Jainamogana Sankeerthana is relearning that it reflects a philosophical and theological perspective that God is very simple. So, God from creation, by emphasizing God's absolute and uncompounded nature, isn't it? And God is unified and indivisible essence. No one can express or define God. That what? So, our reasoning abilities or mathematical calculations or science or discoveries cannot understand God. So, this is a philosophical and theological statement or perspective that distinguishes God from creation. So, it is emphasizing that God's absolute and uncompounded nature. Now, coming back. However, today, why Yogda Maharaja is telling Jainamoguna Sankirtana to relearn this statement? Very simple. While our digital lives almost are built on layers of coding, constant notifications, and endless data, but very simply, spiritually, the simple God represents the silence behind the screen. No one knows who is behind the screen. Moreover, very importantly, we have to practice this digital minimization. We have to reduce the digital or whatever we say. It's like, uh, D&D, digital network, or digital practices, or digital addiction. That is the right word. So we have to, every sadhaka, spiritual practitioner, should minimize that, because generally people think, or we often make mistake by thinking that more the information, more the wisdom. Generally we have a tendency of thinking that more the knowledge, more the wisdom. But knowledge will not lead to wisdom. More the knowledge or more the information. So people think more the information, more the knowledge, more the wisdom. No, initially itself, more the information will lead to distraction. So more information, more complexity. Learning so many things will lead to a lot of problems. That's what Yogda Maharaj is telling. So modern complexity, God is very simple, but modern complexity is a distraction. So in spiritual words, Jainamogana Sankirtana can relearn that spiritual simplicity is subtraction. It's not about adding more knowledge, but removing the noise until only the source remains. This is a classic word. So we have to keep removing the noise. More the information, more the noise. So, very classic parable or a small story, moral story, which was being told by Sri Ramakrishna Paramsa Maharaja in his Satsanga. Very simple. So we have been relearning once again. There's a story how God is very simple and how people make very complex. Human being thinking makes complexities. So there was an old monk, a sage. There was an old monk, a sage. So he almost he used to travel from one spot to another spot, one place to another place, and so on. So one day, what happened? He sat by a dusty village road, dusty village road, next to a river. So he was sitting just like that because he is observing the speed of people there, because he renounced everything. He sat just observing all the people. So when he was sitting on the dusty village road next to a what we can a gray river. So what did he do is just he was observing all the people who are running here and there or running for the regularities or routines. What did he do? Simply, one day he thought, let me place a basket of smooth gray river stones in that basket. So he carried a basket, he sat beside him, he placed a smooth gray stone baskets, so which are freely available in the river place. And he placed a handwritten placard or a handwritten notice next to the basket. So, what did he write? Very simple. The secret to perfect peace free. The secret to perfect peace free. So, he collected some river stones, placed in a basket, and beside that basket, there was small notice stating that the secret to perfect peace free. Now, take one. He's mentioning that you can come freely, you can take one stone. So he did not mention that it is a stone. He just placed it in the basket and he placed that notice stating that the secret to perfect peace and it's very free. All the morning, hundreds of busy people walked. They're going, observing the saint, moving here and there. They glanced at the sign, at the notice board, and laughed. Oh, oh, like that, they laughed and kept walking. Why they were mocking it and they're laughing? By looking at that notice board. A free rock, they observed the basket. There were only smooth gray river stones. So they were talking to each other. A free rock? What a scam. He says the secret to perfect peace and free. What a scam. All the people have started muttering. If peace were that easy, everyone would have it, a student said. So while walking, so many people, one student also was passing nearby. He said, rushing with a heavy backpack, he observed this and said, oh, old man, oh, my dear sage, if it is a free one, it's a scam. If it is free, peace. If peace is free, everyone would have it. But nobody has taken a single stone. They were just kept laughing and keep moving. Now monk was observing. He just looking at people and he kept on smiling. Almost it for 1 or 2 days. Then see the play. The old monk, the sage, the next day, he changed the strategy. He took the exact same basket of those river stones at the same place, but he wrapped each stone in a shiny gold foil. He placed them inside the basket. Same basket. So what did he do? He added packing. Package. Package means increase the age of the pack. Package. So what did he do? He packed it with a golden foil or shiny gold foil, which was glittering. So he placed them inside a velvet boxes and placed them in the basket. And a new board has come, new signboard. The supreme formula for universal harmony, imported from the highest mountains, limited edition, $500. This was the sign. So earlier sign, the notice was the secret of perfect peace or secret to perfect peace. Free. Everyone started laughing, observing, muttering, leaving the place. Of course, some people also have commented, like a student or a businessman. However, he observed 1 or 2 days at the same place. He sat with the same basket, with the same old stones. But what did he do? He changed the package, the strategy. He packed it in a shiny gold foil and placed, put them or imported from, he was stating that these stones were imported from the mountains, highest mountains, because they have been placed in the velvet boxes. Very attractive. And he says, this is a supreme formula for universal harmony, limited edition, $500 each. Within an hour, a massive line formed before the saint. People eagerly, they stood in a queue, no balking, they stood in a queue, and everyone was desperate and eagerly waiting to get their turn. They are checking their purses, money, $500, whatever is possible. And they were handing over the money and taking that velvet box. Now, someone in the line, queue, one woman, she started telling, wow, what a great, look at the exquisite packing. I think these are treasures. So, look at that. Everyone talking to each other in the line. And she's also mentioning that the formula must be incredibly complex to cost this much. Very great, very great. Now, in the same line, the first person or second person or third person, he went, handed over $500 and took that velvet box and showing, see, I have achieved it. He proudly is telling, see, within an hour or so, line was like that only, but the stock exhausted. And the monk was just looking at the other side. There was a lot of money, piled up money. And all those villagers or past the people or who stood in a queue, some people are fortunate, they got it, some are unfortunate. So by afternoon or so, within 1 or 2 hours, it exhausted. So monk had a pile of money. Now the monk looked at the money, oh, and thought, people wanted nothing in simple. The monk thought, people do not want simple things. They want illusion of complexity so that they can feel important. This was the thoughts which were running in the old monk. So the story tells us that human ego naturally rejects what is simple and free, equating cost and complexity with worth. This is the relearning. So Shiva now would like to repeat it through Jayanama Guna Sankeerthana to all the devotees who are listening now and who would like to listen in coming days. The story which was told in a part of as a part of Satsanga, it tells us human ego naturally rejects what is simple and free, equating cost and complexity with worth. So, this is what we have to relearn. Everything is simple. God is much more simple. Only love. Love will attract God, and God will get attracted by love. So, other than God, everything is complex. So, tomorrow we'll continue the Satsanga. Today, Namaguna Sankeerthana, because it is Thursday. Yeah, please write. Please write. Jaya Jagadguru Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaja. Jaya Paramahamsa Jagadguru Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaja. Lord Shiva is very, very happy. Yeah, one of our devotees, I think she or he, they wrote, there are some, Shivana shouldn't say that they are in problem, but someone wrote that, can we find any solution with their date of birth they have written? No problem. Please send the details to jainamagunasankirtan@gmail.com. And let us look at what Appa says. Give Shivana some time. Appaji will definitely bless. Yeah, someone can write. If you have any queries, you please write. And it's absolutely free. Don't worry. It's absolutely free. If the devotee is there, she can come back and write. Please write, mention Jayanamaguna Sankirtana at gmail.com. Let her send her personal details to mail. గణపతి దేవుడు త్రిగుణాతీతుడు ఫణిపతి సూత్రుడు దేవుల దేవుడు. గణపతి దేవుడు త్రిగుణాతీతుడు ఫణిపతి సూత్రుడు దేవుల దేవుడు. గణపతి దేవుడు త్రిగుణాతీతుడు ఫణిపతి సూత్రుడు దేవుల దేవుడు. వ్యాసుడు గాని శేషుడు గాని వాణీపతి అగు బ్రహ్మే గాని. వ్యాసుడు గాని శేషుడు గాని వాణీపతి అగు బ్రహ్మే గాని. గణేశ చరితము సంపూర్ణముగా తెలియగలేరు తెలుపనులేరు. గణేశ చరితము సంపూర్ణముగా తెలియగలేరు తెలుపనులేరు. గణపతి దేవుడు త్రిగుణాతీతుడు ఫణిపతి సూత్రుడు దేవుల దేవుడు. గణపతి దేవుడు త్రిగుణాతీతుడు ఫణిపతి సూత్రుడు దేవుల దేవుడు. గురు కృప కలుగగ భక్తి శ్రద్ధలు మదిలో మొలుచును మానై పెరుగు. గురు కృప కలుగగ భక్తి శ్రద్ధలు మదిలో మొలుచును మానై పెరుగు. వాటి ఫలముగా గణపతి గాథలు సచిదానంద అనుభవమేచ్చు. వాటి ఫలముగా గణపతి గాథలు సచిదానంద అనుభవమేచ్చు. గణపతి దేవుడు త్రిగుణాతీతుడు ఫణిపతి సూత్రుడు దేవుల దేవుడు. గణపతి దేవుడు త్రిగుణాతీతుడు ఫణిపతి సూత్రుడు దేవుల దేవుడు. దేవుల దేవుడు దేవుల దేవుడు. హరి. Lord Shiva is very, very happy. So, Amma says, today is Thursday, very auspicious day. And do Datta Kakada Arati. Okay. Amma also says, Amma is Guru Rupini. Yesterday was very, very auspicious day, Guru Purnima. Amma is Guru. माते तारामाते वंदे वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां 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 अगुणाम् अरुणां करुणामसृणाम् अगुणाम् अरुणां करुणामसृणां सुगुणाभरणं द्रुतवीणां सुगुणाभरणं द्रुतवीणां वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां मृदुलां विमलां सुविलासकलां मृदुलां विमलां सुविलासकलां सकला सुभलां कृतलीलां सकला सुभलां कृतलीलां वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां सुतरां मधुराम् अजराम् अमरां सुतरां मधुराम् अजराम् अमराम् असुरासुकरां श्रुतिसाराम् असुरासुकरां श्रुतिसारां वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां विनुतां स्वगतां विनताभ्युदितां विनुतां स्वगतां विनताभ्युदितां सुकृतानुगतां बुधगीतां सुकृतानुगतां बुधगीतां वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां सविदां शुभदां प्रमदां ममदां सविदां शुभदां प्रमदां ममदां सुखदां श्री सच्चिदानन्ददां सुखदां श्री साईदानन्ददां सुखदां श्री बाबाजी नन्ददां सुखदां श्री अप्पाजी नन्ददां सुखदां श्री श्रीरामकृष्ण परमहंस महाराजानंद श्रीरामकृष्ण परमहंस महाराजानंद वंदे देवीं गुरुरूपां देवीं वंदे गुरुरूपां 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 Amma is blessing. Why? Jai Jai Taramati, Jaya Jaya Taramati, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramat, Jaya Jaya Taramata, Jaya Jaya Taramata. Hari. Please everyone write Jaya Sadhaka बामा केपा महाराजा जय साधक भामा केपा महाराजा जय साधक बामा केपा महाराजा. Oh, Amma is very, very happy. Jaya Sadhaka Bama Kepa Maharaja. Oh, Amma is very, very happy. Jaya Toramati. Jaya Toramati. Lord Shiva also will be very, very happy. Why? Because ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभासितशोभितलिङ्गं ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभासितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवमुनिप्रवरार्चितलिङ्गं कामदहनकरुणाकरलिङ्गं देवमुनिप्रविरार्चितलिङ्गं कामदहनकरुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सर्वसुगन्धसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गं सर्वसुगन्धसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं कनकमहामणिभूषितलिङ्गं फणिपतिवेष्टितशोभितलिङ्गं कनकमहामणिभूषितलिङ्गं फणिपतिवेष्टितशोभितलिङ्गं दक्षसुयज्ञविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं दक्षसुयज्ञविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं कुङ्कुमचन्दनशोभितलिङ्गं पङ्कजहार सुशोभितलिङ्गं कुङ्कुमचन्दनशोभितलिङ्गं पङ्कजहार सुशोभितलिङ्गं सञ्चितपापविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सञ्चितपापविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं भक्तैर्देवि चरेव जलिङ्गं देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं भावैर्भक्तिभिरेव जलिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभासितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभासितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् अष्टदलोपरिवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदलोचितवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गम् तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवनपुष्पसदार्चितलिङ्गं सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवनपुष्पसदार्चितलिङ्गं परमपदं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं परमपदं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं लिङ्गाष्टकम् इदं पुण्यं या पटे शिवसन्निधौ लिङ्गाष्टकम् इदं पुण्यं पटे शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते सह मोदते शिवाय गुरवे रुद्राय नमः शिवाय गुरवे रुद्राय नमः शिवाय गुरवे Gurave Rudraya Namaha, Shivaya 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 Gurave Rudraya Namaha, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, 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 Hari Om Namah Shivaya, Hari Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha, 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 Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha. Hari. Lord Shiva is very, very happy. So Lord Shiva says, O Jayanama Guna Sankeerthana, so many days you are unfortunate. You are not reciting the mantra of Rama, Lord Sri Rama. Wherever Sri Rama, Lord Hanuma is present. He is there. So, O Jayanama Guna Sankirtana, already from Vishwa Mandali, from Guru Mandali, Jayanama Guna Sankirtana has been instructed by our devotee by writing Jai Shri Ram. That means the Vishwa Mandali, Guru Mandali, Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja is ordering us to do Rama Kirtana. Shri Rama Kirtana. The moment we say Shri Ram, stimulating 72,000 astral nerves will get stimulated. Shri Rama, Shri Rama, Rama. So, final achievement is Lord Shri Rama. How? నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం 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 భవకులహర మంత్రం భూమిజా ప్రాణమంత్రం భవకులహర మంత్రం భూమిజా ప్రాణమంత్రం నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం పవన జనుత మంత్రం పార్వతీ మోక్ష మంత్రం పవన జనుత మంత్రం పార్వతీ మోక్ష మంత్రం పశుపతి నిజ మంత్రం పాతు మాం రామ మంత్రం పశుపతి నిజ మంత్రం పాతు మాం రామ మంత్రం నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం ప్రణవ నిలయ మంత్రం ప్రాణ నిర్వాణ మంత్రం ప్రణవ నిలయ మంత్రం ప్రాణ నిర్వాణ మంత్రం ప్రకృతి పురుష మంత్రం బ్రహ్మ రుద్రేంద్ర మంత్రం ప్రకృతి పురుష మంత్రం బ్రహ్మ రుద్రేంద్ర మంత్రం ప్రకట దురిత రాగ దేశ నిర్నాశ మంత్రం ప్రకట దురిత రాగ దేశ నిర్నాశ మంత్రం రఘుపతి నిజ మంత్రం రామ రామేతి మంత్రం రఘుపతి నిజ మంత్రం రామ రామేతి మంత్రం నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం భవకులహర మంత్రం భూమిజా ప్రాణమంత్రం భవకులహర మంత్రం భూమిజా ప్రాణమంత్రం జయతు జయతు మంత్రం జన్మ సాఫల్య మంత్రం జయతు జయతు మంత్రం జన్మ సాఫల్య మంత్రం జనన మరణ ఖేద క్లేశ విచ్ఛేద మంత్రం జనన మరణ ఖేద క్లేశ విచ్ఛేద మంత్రం సకల నిగమ మంత్రం సర్వశాస్త్రైక మంత్రం సకల నిగమ మంత్రం సర్వశాస్త్రైక మంత్రం రఘుపతి నిజ మంత్రం రామ రామేతి మంత్రం రఘుపతి నిజ మంత్రం రామ రామేతి మంత్రం రామ రామేతి మంత్రం నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం నిఖిల నిలయ మంత్రం నిత్యతత్వాక్య మంత్రం పవకులహర మంత్రం భూమిజా ప్రాణమంత్రం భూమిజా ప్రాణమంత్రం హరి wherever Lord Rama, Lord Hanuma. So please everyone write Jaya Neem Karoli Baba Maharaja Lord Hanuman. Jaya Neem le or Neeb Karoli Baba Maharaja. Jaya Neem Karoli Baba Maharaja. These kirtans are not ordinary. They will stimulate 72,000 astral nerves and helps spiritually progress. Bhakti Kriya Yoga. Without a component of bhakti, everything will become mechanical. That's what Appaji and Sri Ramakrishna Paramsa Maharaja says. These kirtans are brought from Sukshma and Karana Lokas. That means from astral and causal plane. Immediately, yogam means immediate bliss, instant bliss. Oh, Lord Datta is telling, so many days happened, Jayanamaguna Sankeerthana. You are not praising or you are not reciting Datta. That means the Thursday Kakadorti. So many days happened. So many days. No problem. Guru Charanam నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం ధరత సదా గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం ధరత సదా గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం ధరత సదా భవహరణం జయకరణం అగశమనం వినతధనం భవహరణం జయకరణం అగశమనం వినతధనం శృతి వినుతం హృది విదితం రుచి రుచిరం రచితవరం శృతి వినుతం హృది విదితం రుచి రుచిరం రచితవరం గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం భరత సదా గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం భరత సదా నవమపి యత్ బహుచరటం స్థిరమపి యత్ త్రిభువనగం నవమపి యత్ బహుచరటం స్థిరమపి యత్ త్రిభువనగం మితమపి యత్ మితిరహితం ద్వయమపి యత్ ద్వయ విగతం మితమపి యత్ మితిరహితం ద్వయమపి యత్ ద్వయ విగతం గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం భరత సదా గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం భరత సదా నన్ను సరసి ప్రవిలీనం ముని నిచయై రణవాప్తం నన్ను సరసి ప్రవిలీనం ముని నిచయై రణవాప్తం క్రతు సమయే పునరేవం త్రిదశవరైరపి నాప్తం క్రతు సమయే పునరేవం త్రిదశవరైరపి నాప్తం గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం భరత సదా గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం భరత సదా స్ఫురతి ముహు నదిత హృదే హరతి శుచం స్ఫురతి యది స్ఫురతి ముహు నదిత హృదే హరతి శుచం స్ఫురతి యది అపి చ పదే అత విపది నగయతి యత్ కిల సపదే అపి చ పదే అత విపదే లగయతి యత్ కిల సపదే గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం ధరత సదా గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం ధరత సదా సయ్యగిరే సానువరే వేదతేరపి శిఖరే సయ్యగిరే సానువరే వేదతేరపి శిఖరే धावति यत् बहुदूरे भाति च मे हृदय धरे धावति यत् बहुदूरे भाति च मे हृदय धरे गुरुचरणं नमतमुदा शिरसि शुभं धरत सदा गुरुचरणं नमतमुदा शिरसि शुभं धरत सदा अरुणतलं विशदनकं कमलनिभं कमनीयम् अरुणतलं विशदनकं कमलनिभं कमनीयं रविरुचिरं शशिसुभगं मृदुमधुरं मम सुलभं रविरुचिरं शशिसुभगं मृदुमधुरं मम सुलभं गुरुचरणं నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం భరత సదా గురుచరణం నమతముదా శిరసి శుభం భరత సదా యదవాప అర్జునరాజో యదలర్గో వాపతదా యదవాప అర్జునరాజో యదలర్గో వాపతదా యదిదాని మహమాప సచిదానందాకృతి తదా యదిదాని మహమాప सायिदानं दाकृति तद यदिदाने महमाप अपजेनं दाकृति तद यदिदाने महमाप अपजेनं दाकृति तद यदिदाने महमाप बाबाजेनं दाकृति तद बाबाजेनं दाकृति तद बाबाजेनं दाकृति तद श्रीरामकृष्ण परमहंस महाराजानंद श्रीरामकृष्ण परमहंस महाराजानंद गुरुचरणं नमतमुदा शिरसि शुभं धरत सदा गुरुचरणं नमतमुदा शिरसि शुभं धरत सदा हरि ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं शिवरामानघदत्ताय नमः 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 ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं दत्ताय नमः ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं शिवरामानघदत्ताय 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 नमः आनन्दाय नमः अनघाय नमः हरि समस्त गुरुमंडली की जय समस्त गुरुमंडली की जय समस्त गुरुमंडली की जय अनगा दत्त महाराज की जय तोरमत की जय तोरमत की जय जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय।